What's going on, you guys? And welcome again to another video. So I wanted to make this video to discuss some things to expect as a trader and some ways to make the most of your subscription. Again, what's being offered is access to trading data in the Forex markets. What you do with them is your choice. So the money that you have funded your account with are like Lego blocks. The signals provided are like Lego blueprints. You can follow them to the T, ignore them completely, or settle somewhere in between. Remember, you have total freedom of choice. This program only works if you accept full responsibility for your trading and your investing decisions. I've prepared some things to keep in mind to help better effectively utilize your subscription to the premium signal service. So, first things first, show up on time. Treat your money, treat your account, and the process with respect, like it's something that'll pay you additional income. If you treat it like a business, it will pay you like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. So keep that in mind. You always want to show up on time. And with that being said, set an alarm, just like you do for the morning, just like you do to pick up the kids, just like you do for the food, just like you do for anything else that matters in your life that you want to be aware of. Set an alarm. And honestly, I would probably set two. I'd set one for 4:15 p.m. Eastern and one for 4:30 p.m. Eastern. The market closes at 4:58 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and it closes at 4:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays. This leaves at least 25 minutes every day to copy and paste the signals, and oftentimes more times than that. I will only vouch for the signals for that day until the market closes. After that, I'm not even looking at the market for the next 22 hours. So, vouching for a signal does not mean I guarantee any results for a signal. It means that yes, the signal is valid until the close of the market. Once the market closes, the signal is invalid. The only thing I guarantee is that you will have both winning signals and losing signals. That's all I can guarantee. Having a losing trade, however, does not make you a loser. Let's establish that. A losing trade is the cost of doing business in this profession. If you were a delivery driver, it would be the cost of gas and your car maintenance. If you were a fence builder, it would be the cost of lumber and nails. So losing trades is a very natural process. It's a normal occurrence. It's just a natural experience. It's going to happen in this profession. Like if you were a coder, then you would run into some code that doesn't work. Just a part of the job. In the exact same breath, know each and every single subscription package is designed to maximize your profits and minimize your losses to the absolute best of my abilities without knowing the future. I'm not a fortune teller, no one is. And man, these are really, really good signals, though I don't know the future. So I don't know which ones are gonna win, which ones are gonna lose. I don't know by how much they're gonna win. We can always know exactly how much we're going to lose though. And the goal is to minimize those losses as we're maximizing our profits. And so there are two things to know regarding the market closing and then reopening. First thing is that the first thing to know is that the spread may widen and widen significantly. The second thing to know is that there may be a gap in price from the close to the open of the market. So the spread is the minimum cost to take a trade, while a gap in price means that the closing price of the most recent completed session and the opening price of the current active session are different. So those are the two reasons I only vouch for a signal until the market closes. Once the market closes, the signals are deemed invalid. To take full advantage of the signals, you will need to open a sub account with Oanda. This is free of charge and is as simple as a button click once you already have a primary account with Oanda. This must be done from a computer or a laptop as far as I know, and I'll be demonstrating that at the end of the video. The reason why a sub account is needed for Oanda is because they only allow you to buy or sell a market, not both at the same time. You can buy and buy and buy the Euro US dollar, but as soon as you want to sell, you're going to need to exit out of all of your buy trades before you can even place the sell order. Well, that's not true. You can still place it, but it will not get activated if you have any buys on. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. And because we're going to be given signals where it states to buy a market that you may already be selling, we want to make sure that we can still take advantage of that signal despite the fact that it is occurring in the very same market that we're also buying. Let's see. Moving forward, the signal service was designed and engineered to both maximize profits and minimize losses. A part of doing that is growing a position, and a part of growing a position is managing your trades. Nearly every signal given will have management instructions for two parts of the one trade. So as an example, let's assume someone decides to risk no more than $30 on any one trade. Then let's assume they take a signal risking $6 per 1,000 units in the Oanda app. $6 goes into $30 5 times. This means they can take a position totaling 5,000 units. However, instead of placing one trade with 5,000 units, they place two trades, one for 3,000 units and one for 2,000 units to total the 5,000 units needed for the $30 max trade loss. The reason for the split is because there will be times that management instructions are to exit part 1 for profit and to hold on to part 2 of the trade for potentially more profits or something similar. I do have a uniform way of keeping track of the signals given in order to better manage them. You are free to use the system I've come up with, and you are free to come up with your own that fits you best. You can break your positions into as many parts as you like or leave it all as one. It's up to you. I will be providing management for up to 2 parts to a trade. You can use these management signals or disregard them completely. The choice is 100% yours to make. Whatever you decide, make sure you stay organized for yourself. I recommend good old pen and paper. Either way, know what's what for yourself, especially if you intend to use the management signals provided. You want to make sure you check the management page daily. They contain time-sensitive actions to take. One action may be to exit before close to lock in profits. Another action may be to cancel an order, and another action to take may be no action to take at all. In each and every case, check the management space daily. All of these reasons are why if you choose to move forward with any part of the premium signal service and winning signals, you need to make the choice to be consistent with it as well. I cannot stress this enough. Each and every single signal given or action taken is backed by 23 years of observation and 16 years of trading experience. Each and every single one. The same way you wake up when you don't want to, the same way you stop having fun and leave early for a job. The same way you get to speed in, weaving through traffic, putting lives and property at risk to not be late, show up to a job you hate, complain the entire time, and do it anyway. That's the exact same dedication, the exact same passion, the exact same commitment that you should show to this premium signal service, regardless of what package you get, including the free money. That's a level of respect, importance, and urgency needed to maximize the financial benefits of the premium signal service. Even though it's just copy and paste and takes less than 5 minutes to complete, it's some powerful shit. A stick of dynamite ain't even that big and that'll blow your body up. So, very, very similar. It takes very little time, very little effort, massive results. It'll change your whole world if you let it. Getting closer to the end, I want to discuss and talk about risk. Investopedia states, Professional traders recommend risking no more than 1 to 2% of your account capital on any one trade. That is sound advice indeed. Okay, that's fine, someone says, but 1% of my account isn't even $5. I feel you. At that point, the question to ask yourself may be, can I lose X amount of dollars on this trade and be okay? You may have a $300 or $400 account to start with, and that's perfectly fine. So think about it like this. Think about what you waste 10, 15, 20 bucks on. Think about how many things cost 10, 15, or $20 that can possibly bring you a return. It's not much if it's anything at all. So all in all, I recommend a fixed percentage or a fixed dollar amount per trade. If using a dollar amount, you may have to stay at this dollar amount level until your account balance increases to the point you can raise the fixed dollar amount and not be worried about it, or until you can replace the fixed dollar amount method with the fixed percentage method. There are many different ways to manage your trade. Risk management is often what makes a difference between a winning or consistently winning trader and a consistently losing trader. And so you do not want to get in the habit of risking a bunch on one trade. You don't want to get in the habit of having varied amounts of risk. You don't want to risk 10 bucks on this one, but then 20 bucks over here, and then I'll risk 25 over here because I think that. No, don't do that. That's a good way to end your trading career and lose a lot of your money really fast, and then just be scared to do anything because you're shell shocked because you can't stop losing because you're managing your money incorrectly. So if you don't get anything from this but that, get a uniform way of managing your capital, be it a fixed percentage or be it a fixed dollar amount, until you can increase that dollar amount to where that higher level of dollar amount no longer is bothersome or worrisome should you lose it. Man, I wish y'all could see how important it was in my heart and in my mind, and just through 23 years of looking at this and really doing this. Like, don't think you know, because nobody knows. Nobody knows. If people knew, the banking industry wouldn't be 622 billion or however much under right now. It wouldn't be a panic in the stock markets, and because people would know, but nobody knows what's going to happen. So take that same respect with the markets and use a uniform amount of risk, be it a fixed percentage, be it a fixed dollar amount, until you can comfortably afford a fixed percentage. Man, that's so crucial, it don't make no sense. So that's all I wrote. I hope this gives better clarity to the premium signal service and how to better utilize it successfully. At its core, you still copy and paste. It's no different than that. But I still wanted to give you guys a more in-depth preview of what to expect while actually doing the premium signal service, while putting in the signals, the things you need to check for daily, and why it's important to show up on time. You got, essentially a 25-minute window, give or take, to copy and paste. So do what it takes to make sure you can show up and be on time. And we can talk about all the different things people go out of their way to make sure they do to show up at a party, or to get ready for the club, or to jet to the liquor store before they close, and everything else. So it might be a time to self-reflect and look in the mirror and see what kind of decisions you're making that have led you to where you are. And that's okay. And if you need to make some different decisions, that's perfectly fine. Right now is the perfect time to make those. So I love you guys. It's always peace and hair grease. Always peace and hair grease. God bless y'all. And let's have some fun making some money.